2021 starts. Yeah. The fuck? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Somehow 3 months have passed since my last video and now it's already the end of 2020. Something we've all been looking for, I think. You can actually see how long it's been since my last video by how much my hair has grown. To give you a quick update, I had 2 weeks off in October. I didn't travel anywhere. I stayed home and enjoyed it by spending lots of quality time with family and friends. We did a lot of grocery shopping in Asian supermarkets. Then the numbers in Germany, or overall the Western world, got worse, so we went into a light lockdown. I got super busy at work since this week we're in a more stricter hard lockdown, so to say, and now here we are. I've been contemplating whether to do this video or not for the last 2 weeks. I wasn't very motivated, and the fact that there's not so much daylight isn't very helping, but today I feel very motivated and I need to get this in one take because otherwise it's gonna be dark again. I got the idea for this video when Spotify released the 2020 Wrapped at the beginning of December, you know, when they tell you how many minutes you listen to Spotify and who are your 5 top artists and stuff. So I thought it would be interesting to know some more numbers. So I did some thinking, digging, scrolling through my phone, and now I want to share with you guys my 2020 in numbers, and more specifically since the pandemic. Let's start with the 2021s. On January 1st, I started a new book when I was on the train from Munich to Cologne. I used to read a lot, so I thought it would be nice to get back into reading and finish like a book per month. Sounds pretty manageable, right? Yeah, that did not happen, guys. I finished 3 books and I'm currently on my 4th one, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But I'll definitely finish it before 2021 starts. Maybe next year I'll manage to finish 6 books. Of course, we gotta talk about Spotify. Until 2020 Wrapped was released at the beginning of December, I had listened to Spotify for 75,503 minutes. That's around 52 days. No, I didn't calculate that. I just asked Google. And yeah, there really wasn't a day where I wasn't listening to Spotify, really. And I bought a Google Chrome in spring, so now it's always playing through my TV and it's amazing! My most listened to song on Spotify is Make It Right by BTS featuring Love. I listened to it 394 times, also until the beginning of December, and calculated over a year, that's more than once a day. I didn't listen to it every day, but there were days where I had it on repeat for like an hour or so. Yes, I'm that type of person, and no, I'm still not over that song. I love it so much. Like, I could just put it on for another hour after filming this. I just really like it so much. And now let's talk about the pandemic specific numbers since mid-March. I'm pretty sure this happened to every single one of us at least once. And if it didn't happen to you, please write a comment below. I forgot my mask 3 times, which is a pretty good number, I think. And I don't mean those times where I left the house, walked a few steps, and then realized I forgot my mask. That definitely happened more often. There were 3 situations though where I just completely forgot. Like, it totally slipped my mind that we had to wear masks. The first time was when I was on the way to the city. I entered the tram, opened my bag to grab my mask and put it on, and realized that I didn't bring a mask. Thankfully, the door wasn't closed yet, so I managed to hop off and then, you know, go back home and grab my mask. The second time was when I was on the way to get bubble tea with Johanna. The street where the bubble tea shop was located was one of those streets where we had to wear a mask. And, you know, on the way there, we didn't have to wear one. And then I just saw people and I was like, I totally forgot my mask. And so we had to go all the way back to her place to grab my mask. And then we decided to ride a bike to the boba shop. That's also the first time I've ever rode a bike in Cologne city. And I've been living here for more than 2 years now. And then the third time was just recently in the evening. I went to the grocery store and already had like the cart and then realized, shit, I forgot my mask. So I had to walk all the way back home again to grab it. But thankfully it wasn't that far. But yeah, those were the 3 times. Throughout this year, my monstera grew 4 new leaves. 2 in April and then 2 more in July when we were on our Bavaria road trip. I came home and saw that there were 2 more leaves growing and I was so happy. My pilea actually grew way more leaves, but unfortunately she has also lost most of them, which makes me really, really sad because I'm not sure what's going on. But I think she's slowly recovering because she just grew 2 new leaves. So I don't know, she has her phases. But yeah, I'm so happy about my monstera growing new leaves though, because last year she was, I think, growing 1 or 2 more leaves, but I wasn't the best plant caretaker back then, and then they like died before they actually managed to grow. So I'm very happy. 4 is also the numbers of clothes I bought on ASOS. This is one of them. And I know that buying sweatpants has been the thing this year, but because I have a bunch, I didn't buy any new ones. Maybe next year. You already know that this year I fell back into the Korean drama hole, and since the beginning of April I have watched 19, excluding the ones where I watched 2-3 episodes and then quit because I didn't like them. How do I know that? Well, I have a list, because I love lists, with all the dramas that I want to watch, and then when I finish one I just tick them off. I know a few hardcore Korean drama people might say that's nothing, but I was a little shocked when I saw the numbers, so I thought it would be nice to take a break in December because there are also some other things that I want to watch, and when you're watching a Korean drama you're too invested to watch anything else. I managed to stick to it for 3 weeks. 3, I'm sorry, 3. Last night I was looking for something to watch on Netflix. Not to mention that 90% of the suggestions are Korean drama anyway. The other 10% are Christmas movies. But yeah, it's not like I'm forbidding myself to watch them. I just thought it would be a nice break, and it was. But since I couldn't find anything interesting last night, I thought to myself, okay, why am I gonna make myself watch something that I'm not enjoying just because I told myself not to watch Korean dramas? That doesn't make sense. Might as well watch something that I want to watch. And I'm gonna finish the series I started, Private Lives, last night, and I'm gonna finish it before Christmas anyways. Then I'll be with my family, and then it's gonna be 2021, so I'll finish the year with an even number. 20 Korean dramas watched. Cooking has been one of the things I've enjoyed the most, and it has made my time at home so much better. I learned 16 new recipes. Most of them are Asian recipes. Watching a lot of Korean dramas obviously sparked my interest for Korean food, so I learned how to make kimchi. I don't like kimchi too much, but I love kimchi jjigae, so I learned how to make kimchi just for kimchi jjigae. Yes, I know I can buy kimchi too, but it's fairly expensive compared to when you make it at home. Then I learned how to make kimbap, japchae, and I've started to like tteokbokki. I also learned how to make Japanese curry, and something I'm very, very, very happy and proud of, because I also learned a few new Vietnamese recipes. I finally made my own pho. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, I never did it before because that dish is just so special to me that I was so scared I would mess it up. But then I tried it and it turned out very well. I also learned how to make bún riêu just recently. Oh god, so delicious. And yeah, I'm very excited to see where my cooking journey is going next year. Of course, I baked too because I love cake. I baked 7 different ones, some of them more than once, and then yeah, some just one time. Brownies, lemon cake, burnt cheesecake, banana bread. I only baked 1 banana bread. And I tried to make a brownie matcha marble cake, like a mixture of brownie and matcha, but unfortunately I failed both times. I think this year I drank the least amount of alcohol ever since I started drinking, which is more than 10 years ago already. I'm a social drinker and well, there weren't that many occasions this year. I know a lot of people drink alone at home, but I don't. It's just something that doesn't cross my mind. And this is not to shame anybody who is drinking alone, who has been drinking more or whatever, to each their own. However, there were a handful of times where I was drinking at home, physically alone, but on video calls. For example, our Christmas party that we had recently, and one of my best friends, she is pregnant and did her gender reveal live online, and that was definitely a reason to have a glass. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the numbers that I threw at you. Please stay healthy and safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Maybe before 2021 starts. We will see about that. Bye!